Sardo back again, also known as the Black Gentleman. And today, I'm doing a review for, well, you can kind of tell because of the box, but this is going to be a tall box, so I had to start cutting the bottom. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Pacific Rim's Gipsy Danger, made by Bandai to Machinations. I had this for a while, and I'm kind of going through a bit of an order of things so as I receive them. So, this girl is next in line. As you can take a look at the box. It's pretty large. Really nice picture of the figure itself. Very movie accurate. Sold chogokin. All the usual stuff. Turn to the back. You can see all of the various accessories it comes with, including a few of the poses it can do. So yeah. As normal on this channel, let's go ahead and move on first to the accessories. First up, you get different sets of hands, which are all on little ball joints, as you can tell. They can bend up that far and back that far. I got a little nice look to them, very robotic as they should look, with kind of a soft plastic, so they're all a little bit flexible, and they both look the same. They both paint up very well, in my opinion. Oops, get these out of the way. So getting up here like so, more open up hands. More open, well I should say it's more relaxed. I should say how they are. And then two will get a matching pair, because in the hands you gotta have a matching pair, right? And they look both really good, both painted up nicely. And like the other pair, they're very kind of malleable. So that's good. Painted up really nice, like I said before. And ball joints the same way. Good flexibility in that. You also get a pair of Gipsy Danger's chain swords. They look very good. This is actually the relaxed state when they first launch out before they solidify. And they paint it real nice. Paint it real nice with a really nice gunmetal look. See the individual. I get it focused. The individual links in between on the front and the back. Then you get a matching pair, which are pretty cool. And you get a pair that's solidified. Now once everything locks together, matter of fact, let me bring this one back so you can kind of see how to the back of it. Like when she throws it out, and it locks together. So you get this. And I think they look really, really nice. Painted up just the same way, the same gunmetal for the blade. Same kind of a metallic middle in between for the links and whatnot. And they plug into the wrist, which I'll get to later on in the video. You also get two of Gipsy's caster. Is it caster or is it plasma? I think it's plasma cannon. And we get two of those, and they attach at the forearm, which I'll show you guys later. And these two are painted really nicely. And they take a little small battery that when in place, you can pull this back right here, and they light up like so, which is pretty cool. Matter of fact, I'll turn it with my light so you can kind of get the effect of it. So I think they're pretty good brilliant light, especially on camera. Now, I had to come off the bat with a negative on this thing. This is not want to stay together. I'm going to go and turn it off. Push that button back in. When you're, where the batteries go in it, with the little finger here, see this? There you go. It just comes right off. And it is a damn nuisance, to say the least. But, you know, I don't like to go negatives early, but that is definitely a negative worth pointing out. But you also get, except for you get two of them, and they both made the same. Look really good. The plastic has a nice, kind of a, I want to say a RoboCop 2. If you're familiar with that's in the movie, kind of a nice blue sheen to it, which is movie accurate. Some red trim with a little white accents on top of that. All the machinery inside looks really great. It's kind of a shame that these things couldn't like this, you know, be transformed to turn into these, but I understand why the separate pieces. That's cool. So yeah, you get two of those. You also get this boat from that one scene. I guess I thought it was important to include. But for what it is, it's painted up really nice. It was used as more of a club than anything else. And I like to think that it shows a level of scale to how big, you know, Gipsy Danger is to the world versus everything else. And you've also included little grips for the hands, which is also too movie accurate from when she grabbed it and just kind of closed her hand around it. So that looks really good. And it's painted very nice, like I said before. Last but certainly not least, you get this stand. It's very basic, nothing fancy, but it is a good way to put your figure at rest. You just kind of stand her up. Matter of fact, I'll just bring her in just for this. Just taking the crotch here, the camera, the crotch here, placing it here. So something like that. There you go. Now moving on to the figure itself. And now we have her out here in all her beauty. And I just want to say this first. Since I got this new background, I have to say almost every figure I put on it looks wonderful. But this to me looks really wonderful. I think this kind of a hanger style background from Fex Hobby, I think it's called the Sci-Fi 03, really fits mech of this kind of design. Even more so I think in Transformers. But yeah, I just want to say that because this is nice. Yeah. Alright. The figure itself now. Yeah. It overall it's just the silhouette of it looks wonderful. You know, this is the forward profile, side profile, back profile. Yeah. I just rewatched all the movies again. Well, the first two was part two. We don't talk about that much. Part one. Yeah, this is pretty dead on from all angles, man. Yeah, you get to see all the mechanical design, whatnot, the various colors. Like I said before, has kind of a RoboCop Part 2 sheen to the metalwork, so it looks really good. Also in hand, it has a nice, good weight to it. Whole lot of die cast, especially in the legs. Really makes for a really beefy mech. In terms of paintwork, looks really good. Nice. I have to pull the camera a little closer here so you can see it. Matter of fact, I'll just bring it to us. The camera up there. There we go. You can see up there the Gypsy Danger insignia. It's the Gypsy herself. Also, you can see a kaiju kill count, which is accurate to the movie. So certain little details that they could have left out, but they didn't. I actually like that a whole lot. Even the red and whites here for the trim look really great. You can see on the forearm, the legs, chest, up on the forearms, even on the head. Let me bring the camera back up again. Even on the head, you can still see it. So yeah, as you can see, this thing is very American. Now we're done talking about the aesthetic and paints work of it. Let's get into the articulation, which kind of lacks in certain areas, but to be expected given its, yet again, I brought RoboCop, very RoboCop-esque movement. But the most lacking thing, which I really don't like, is the head. When it comes to rotating the head, you get a slight turn, left and right, like I said, with a slight. And I think it's kind of just very sucky. I mean, you could do better than that. But you can look up about that much. So I'm okay with that. It's the left and right are extremely lacking. As for the arms, you can rotate this far up. Also, I want to bring this up too. When you move your arms, this is kind of a nice mechanical touch. Let me pull a camera in. Just lined up perfectly. There we go. When you move the arms, you can see right here. You see that move? That's really nice. Give me more to mechanical look. So that's really nice. So if you go faster, I guess you can do a little type thing going on. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's their arm rotation. It goes up. Let's see, about that far. It wants to stop, and that's fine. Bicep does have a swivel. I actually got a full 360 of that bicep. Elbow bend, about that high. I think that's more than enough, honestly. Hands all on the ball joint, and then you do get a full 360 out of that, which is really good. Arm can go about that far, so not too good. But like I said before, in the movie we don't see it really do much more than that. About the same on the side. You rotate about that far up. Elbow bend. So same both sides. Bicep 360. which is very awesome. Back now, let's go down to the waist. The waist, get left and right about that far, which is not great. But at the same time, you know what? You never see her move but so much. The waist. Got a slight ab crunch. Not the greatest, but it's there, you know, a little ab crunch. You know, I'll love a figure regardless if it hits ab crunch. I'm very biased for ab crunches. As for the legs itself, they kick up about that high. Alright, there we go. Has a knee bend. Another thing cool too, mechanical detail when you bend the knee. You get to see all the metal working here. This is all die cast. Even gears and pistons and whatnot. It looks really great. Knee right here bends up and down. Shows you the piston here. So you get to see all that work, which is really nice. Nice touch. Gives a real world look. Oh, it's tight. Come on now. Okay, here we go. The leg can kick out about that far, but due to die cast, she ain't holding that, which is up. But honestly, it's all right. Getting this kind of back, honestly, kicking like that anyway. The toe has a toe bend. I'm sorry, the heel has a heel bend that far out, that far in, toe bend. It's nice. And even the small toe bend, which does that much. I don't see the point of it, but it's there. So I guess it was in the movie. On the very back, you have this piece right here. This kind of the flips right here. I don't know much of the point of that, but I guess it's in the movie, so it is there. What that's worth. Same other leg. Got that far. Back that far. Knee bend. Actually, super excellent knee bend. And again, you can see the pistons move side of the leg. And same thing on toe. Toe bend. And small toe bend. So articulation of this thing is fair. The biggest oversight to me is the head itself. I wish the head could have been a lot bigger. And yes, I didn't mention that. I hit the button by mistake actually. This thing does light up when you push in. It gives you little small batteries going to the back. And matter of fact, to get full effect of this, I'm going to turn my light out. Turn out both of them. So you can kind of see this thing lights up. Throughout this review, I'm probably going to push this button more time than I mean to. Because actually, if you press it again, I think it'll actually start to flash. There we go. And I think that's really cool. The fact that it actually lights up through the head as well is even more awesome. And that might have been the reason why the hair articulation is not the best. But for me personally, I mean, even the lights are cool. I like them. I wouldn't sacrifice anything in the head or any piece of articulation for a light effect. Alright, now let's go on back to those accessories. First, let's go ahead and bring in the chain sword back. So remember this. Now this is the chain sword when it's before it locks together. To install that, I'm gonna go ahead and do it the easy way. I'm gonna just pop the arm off, which is very easy. It just slides out, there's a little groove between the elbow. And there we go. And it comes off fairly easy. I thought the connection could have been a little tighter, but it's alright. Alright, now, do so. You don't want to bend your elbow, not elbow, but you can bend your wrist down like so. And you split this open. Like so. Exposing all this cool detail inside. And inside of that, let me move it up a little wider. Inside that, you're going to have a little hole there. I don't know if you see that. And you're going to take your blade. Matter of fact, hold on a second, guys. There we go. Move it down better. Now you can see your hole there. Just insert. Let's see. And there you go. And honestly, I kind of forget which way it's supposed to go. To me, it looks kind of better like this on that side. So that's the best way to insert. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one out right here. I'm gonna go for the full-on, blade combined, full blade when it's locked together. I think it looks better anyway. So yeah. So what you do, take this plastic here, kind of close up around it. And using these little grooves here, let's go back to the body. Slide it right back in there. And there you go. Now you have one of the swords inserted. And you can do this on both sides, by the way. You don't have to just do one sword. Now for the plasma cannon, this thing right here can be somewhat of a bitch. And not because it's hard to get in, because it just doesn't want to stay together, which is super annoying because I can't remember what piece it is. Let's find it. You know what? It'll find me. Let's go ahead and take this off. There we go. And slide this in. It's just gonna fall apart while I do it. Yep, sure did. It did it. There we go. And it's the same on both sides. It's because this piece has to be removed to insert a battery. And that's one reason I haven't just glued the damn thing on. Because I may want to change the battery. I don't know. I might say the hell with it one day and glue it on there, because I don't care about using the battery that much anyway. But yeah, stick it back on there best you can. If I can get it on camera. No, it's just Alright, got the can on there just right. Like I said before, this is gonna eat you up. Right here, just man. But yeah, once it's installed, it looks great. You can do it any which way. You can have both swords on, both cannons. Either way you want to do it. I just put one cannon on, one sword on, just kind of give you a rough look at how it would look. And I think it looks really great because you can get for the most part all the poses that it did and then move and it just came off again. You know what? Just the hell with it. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And if you were to go to the back here, I think I showed you guys before I put the arm on. Pull this button here. Where's the button at? Yeah, pull it right here. You can get the whole light effect. Looks really good. Matter of fact, turn the light off again so you can see that going. See, I think that looks really awesome. Now the light can't be. I'm gonna push the chest again. Now you can't change the light of the cannon. See how the chest flickers and those different colors because of the nuclear reactor or whatever. But the arm can't do that. It's just one single white light, which is, I'm sure is fine. You know, I think in a movie it fired off kind of a bluish colored energy, so that light's fine, I guess, for what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these arms off and put back on the original. I'm gonna show you how he or how she holds the boat. All right, for your boat, you're gonna want to grab one of these hands right this. And just kind of follow the groove along the crush point. It's basically kind of like something like that. So what you want to do is, I've already done it. You just pop your hand out of the ball joint fixture here, and reinsert. There we go. It's as simple as that. And it's basically just put the hand on, kind of like that. Only bummer thing is, it can only hold a boat so many which ways. I've been able to do kind of her dragging the boat behind it, or just kind of like using like a club, which I'll show you guys here. Just go and reinsert. Let's see here. There we go. And matter of fact, you might want to go ahead and just pop this hand off too, and reinstall one of those kind of grabbing cans. Let's find one. Let's find one that matches. Matter of fact, we'll go with the more open, relaxed hand for this. This is going to be kind of balancing the hand. So yeah, you just kind of pull the camera up a little bit. Let's see if I can do it on camera. Alright, so kind of like this. There you go. Turn that hand this way. I'm doing it right. So you kind of get something like this. It really can't one-hand the boat, which I kind of don't like. But then again, in the movie, it kind of didn't. I remember when we went in that swing, it had kind of a, like more of a baseball bat kind of swing. I remember actually putting both hands on the base when it swung. But yeah, this is basically how you would have it posed with the boat. You know, kind of caveman style there. But yeah, hey, apparently it was important, so they included it. One more thing before I get into size comparisons. Point of articulation that I missed in the waist. Not just the waist swivel it has. You also get a little bit of this. I want to make sure I show everything. A little bit of that teeter totter. Yeah, so I know that's something we're pointing out. At least to me. Now back to size comparisons. Right. Here's the first wave of size comparisons. I didn't really know what to go with. I probably should grab the Ava. But yeah, here's compared to my SOC standard, which is a gold line of Voltron. And here he is compared with a metal build of Infinite Great from Zinger Z. So you can kind of see how that looks. Just, just give you a little bit, with more, a little more of a comparison with his more Bandai and brethren. Also, because I am a Transformer man after all, let's get a few Transformers in here, shall we? Alright, here he is with my custom Siege Skywarp, a Cliff Jumper, and MP10. Because everybody wants to see MP10 or Optimus Prime MP. I don't have MP44. My wallet doesn't work that way. But yeah, this is how it looks. Just in case anybody's wondering. Now got your Siege, your Earthrise, MP10. So that's a good show. I should kind of show you how it scales. And like I said before, Bandai stuff does not scale at all well with Transformers at all. Because I looked up Gipsy Danger stats. It's actually a 200 plus. I think 200 plus tall mech. Yeah, that's like bigger than most combiners. But yeah, here's your scale for that. I figured I'd go ahead and put it back on the stand. I'm not going to display it on the stand, but I thought I would. I don't like the stand got enough love during this review, so I figured I would. Anyway, moving on. Final thoughts. For what I like about it, I like the paint work and a little attention to detail. What I dislike about it is the forearm cannon, which just drove me mad, especially my initial box opening. And the head, the articulation in the head is just piss poor at best. But I guess they had to do that for the sake of this light feature, right here, so you can see through the eyes well. I'm guessing that's why. I don't know. But I thought that could have been done a whole lot better. A little articulation, I'm not mad at, because I think it's actually correct to the character. I know in Uprising, these things got way more agile. And, it got almost kind of Power Ranger-y to a degree. But the original movie, they were very robotic, and this reflects that, and that I totally dig. I also dig the look of it. The look of it looks awesome, very movie accurate. The heft, that's a big selling point too, man. This is a lot of die-cast. A lot. I'm surprised it moves at all. So with all that being said, negative and pluses, I can only recommend it if you are a Pacific Rim fan. If you just write robots in general, I don't know if this is going to be for you, because of, honestly, the cannon, like I said before, and the head articulation. You may not like it. But just for a real world looking mech, I think it looks awesome. For representation, just for danger, it looks awesome. I just wish they could have tidied up certain things regarding that head and the cannons. If they had done that, this thing would have been like super awesome instead of just being, good. So yeah, I don't recommend it if you're into the series and you just want a larger representation. I know NECA makes one that's smaller, I think no die-cast, but it's way more articulate. So, for a budget concern, you might want to go that route. But yeah, I'm rambling now. I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I held up enough of you guys' time. Before I do close out, I want to let everybody know that if you're not watching their Jetsicons, you're missing out. They put out quality content really on a weekly basis, if not every day sometimes. So if you really are missing out, you're not watching them. So check them all out. I have the links down here in the description as always. As for my own shameless plug, I'll let you guys know I'm trying to reach 500 by the end of the year. Don't know if I hit it or not, but hey, you know what? The fun's in trying. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I cannot do it without you. And for everyone who is subscribed, who is watching, thank you so much for staying with me on this journey. I have a lot of fun talking about these toys, and I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Thank you for riding along with me. Thank you, because that shotgun seat can be very lonely if no one's there. So anyway, this has been Sardo, but also known as the Black Gentleman. Out here doing God work, reviewing these figures. Until next time, peace out.